Hey guys, welcome back to the channel and thanks for watching. I want to say thank you also to all my subscribers and all my new subscribers. I appreciate you guys doing that, hitting subscribe and hitting the notification bell if you've done that. Also, share me around, pass me around, tell all your friends about my channel. Let's see if we can make it grow a little bit more, a lot more, right? But today we're going to be working on my father-in-law's 2000 something Ram with a turbo diesel. We're going to change the oil for one. It's already draining. We're going to do both fuel filters. So 3 things: oil, front filter, back filter, and oil and oil filter. 5 things. But I've already got the oil draining. And make sure you get yourself a big bucket, because this thing takes like 3 gallons or some crap like that. So that guy is not quite full, but it's almost full. And that's, I think, a 15 quart, one of those round 15 quart guys. So while that's draining, I think I'm going to try and find the front filter. And look, just past the brake booster here, or reservoir, you can see that lid, that black container. That's what we're looking for. And I think I'm going to try to go through this hole here and put a socket down on it with a swivel. Alright, I got the socket on there and the swivel coming up right past that sensor I was talking about, and that's going to do it. And it is 1 1/8 inches. See the whole thing turning there. And there's the diesel. Just a tiny bit. That wasn't a lot. It's not so bad. Absolutely hate working with diesels. Worked with diesel fluid in the Air Force. It sucked. Pop in the new one here slowly, because I think it's going to want to overflow. There should be an O-ring somewhere. Oh, there it is. Okay, it's at the bottom of the threads there, so let me grab a pick. So it's a little tricky to get just the O-ring and not catch every thread on the way up. We'll pop the new one back on. Lid can go back on. Alright, under the rear end on the passenger side is where you're going to find the other one, the other fuel filter. Oh yeah, there it is. The blue wire attached to it. So, I don't know what size it is yet. Looks like it's huge. And of course, I got my bucket. I got a bucket. Ow, what is that? Ow, that's in me. Now, it's probably going to fall right on your drive line. I'm not sure. That's not twisting like I thought it would. Well, let's not worry about that then. I don't want that to break. So, I'll unplug this sensor here. There we go. Now we can just grab the big part of this here with a wrench and not worry about twisting up the cable. Oh, it doesn't open big enough. Alright, let me grab my bigger one. Dang. Well, I don't have a wrench big enough to grab that sensor, so we're going to do the right thing and just twist on it until it starts leaking out on its own. That might be easier said than done, I'm not sure. But we'll see if I can get 2 hands. Hey, Chihuahua. Oh man. try to reposition here. Hug the exhaust and drive line a little bit. Oh, it's hot. Let's see if we can get it to spill all over me. Whew. Come on. Well, I just can't do it. Oh, that's a nice breeze. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna try to grab it, the smaller round part here, with these channel locks, not the hex shape. I don't want to damage the plastic part of that sensor. The actual filter, just above the sensor. It's moving! Whew. There's my workout for the day. Obviously, these don't follow the same hand-tight rule that oil filters follow. Bigger pair of channel locks would have been nice. Let's get the bucket set up here for dripping. It's probably gonna splash all over me, run down my hands and arms. Oh, I heard something. There it goes. Just a little all over the place. It's not a huge deal. Relax, guys. I'm catching it in a bucket. Alright, so I got the sensor not clamped on it, just grabbing the sensor. And you know, to grab the whole thing and give it a twist off. Make sure you press down so it keeps the sensor down in the jaws, because again, it's not clamped in there. It's just kind of sitting. And here comes the leaking, which I got the towel ready. Wow, there's a lot. You're going to want more than a towel. So this is the part number for the back filter over the rear axle from Duralast anyways, from AutoZone. No O-rings came with it. And I think there is an O-ring there, so let's hope it'll hold out for another servicing. And here's a part number for the front filter. It's just a paper element. Front filter is a paper element, back filter is a canister. I'm willing to bet that this is your drain. It's got barbs on the end to slip a hose onto so you can direct the drain, but I just wasn't willing to risk twisting it off. So you guys can spend a couple hours or spend some time reading through the owner's manual if you can find it, or you can do the right thing and just unscrew it and let it drip down your elbows and into your armpits like I did. So maybe you might do yourself a favor if you feel like risking it. Pre-filling this up with some diesel fluid. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know. But it seems like we'll probably do alright just letting the key cycle a couple times. Don't let that guy. What's going on here? Okay, so just a heads up, you got to give it a little push. I was starting to panic, but give it a little push because it looks like there's a valve in the middle of that adapter up top, and you just got to get it going. But I'll show you guys in a second. The other filter only said you need to turn this a quarter turn, which is about maybe there. I understand diesel is under very high pressure, so when we cycle the key, we'll look for leaks. I'm just gonna plug this guy back in here. So this is your oil drain plug. It just needs a 3/8 ratchet. No socket. Just grab your ratchet, take it off. Scoot this heavy old bucket of oil out. Wow. So yeah, take a look at this, because I tried to do it the fast way, but the whole driver's side of this is just covered in diesel fluid now. The frame, these arms. So now I gotta wipe everything down. For future reference, you see that white tube hanging out in the middle of the screen? That's your drain tube. That's the yellow cap. It's just a quarter turn to the left and it'll start draining. But it does drain a lot. It drains a lot more than it would if you did it the way I did it, just taking the lid off. So that might help us out with filling it back up and air bubbles and stuff. But then you got the huge mess that I got to clean up now, so I don't know. But I'm gonna get the drain plug tightened. I'm gonna get the first cap on the fuel filter tightened. I'm gonna fill it up with some oil and we'll give it a start. One thing I almost forgot is the oil filter, which looks like you can get to it right here. Yeah, baby. I'm gonna need a beer after this. Who tightened this thing last time? God. Okay. Okay. Whew. So that's coming off, but it's hot. It's so hot. That oil, it's gonna burn me. I know it. I know it. Now on these, there's actually a drain pan built into the frame, and it's directly below the filter, but this kind of makes a mess, and it's designed to catch it in that drain pan out a little square hole that I've got a bucket underneath. So it didn't work last time. The drain pan didn't catch it all, so I don't think it'll work this time. Is it draining? So hot. Please don't drip on me. I'm just gonna have to tilt. Okay, so far so good. I think we're just gonna let that sit there and drain. So you can see there the drip pan, the square hole. Right there where my reflection is. Yay! That's pretty neat. But you can also see that there's no way to bring the filter straight down, so this is your only option, I think. Just drain it right there onto the motor. Just let it go. And that was the same problem I had last time. You see in the back, it's starting to drip out the back of the drip pan. And it's going down the diff there. So, don't worry, I got lots of brake clean. We'll get it cleaned up. So I got the filter out, and because it's sideways, when you go to pull it in and out, you don't want to fill this guy all the way up. I just got enough in here to soak up the element inside.
Like in your
Yep.
video? Okay.
But that's where it goes right there. And you got to slide it in sideways and then tip it upwards. Just don't put too much oil in it. All right, new filter's in. Now we can wipe down the mess and start filling it up for real. So he's going to cycle the key a couple times to get the air out of the fuel system. I'm going to look for leaks.
You want any noise?
No. Now I hear stuff. Looking for leaks. Don't see any leaks there. Look under the back. Nothing dripping onto the ground in the back.
Huh?
Nothing dripping onto the ground in the back. All right, go ahead. All right. Burn like a kitten. Cleaning the air filter out too. I cleaned your air filter out too. It could probably be replaced. It wasn't terrible. I blew it out, but I mean, you should probably get a new one. I don't know how much they are. For this thing, they could be 50, 60 bucks. Right. Yeah. Sounds good. It's a nice color, man, in the sun. But that's going to do it for this video, guys. Go ahead and, if this helps you out, go ahead and like it. If you like what I do, hit subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you get other videos once I do them and post them. You guys can see what else I'm doing around here. These mini bikes and scooters and stuff, race engines. But that's going to be it for now. Thank you, guys. See you later.